Golem for Sci4. Welcome to the video for tcpdump packet analysis. To begin, you'll need to have tcpdump installed on your machine if not already. The link is provided in the resources tab. And just to get started, so we'll actually be opening up the terminal. Okay. And once this is open, we'll run through some commands briefly. So first, you'd want to get the interfaces available for packet capture. In my case, I'm going to hit tcpdump flag D. Some of you may not get any results with this command, in which case you might have to use the elevated sudo command in front of the already used command. So in this case, I'm going to use sudo tcpdump flag D once more, and in my case, I will get the same results. However, for those of you that do not have administrative rights, you will need to put in your password, and then you'll see the same interfaces. So in our case, I know that EN0 is my wireless interface, and that's where I want to capture packets from. So to begin, I will begin formatting the command. So I will be using sudo tcpdump, and then I will use the flag I to indicate the interface, in this case EN0. And then I'll be using the W flag, which is the write flag, and then I will write this to my desktop. And I'll call the file tcpdump out.pcap. Now you can name this .out or any other extension. However, I'm going to use pcap for opening this up in Wireshark, which I will get into after the capture. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter on this, and as you can see, tcpdump is listening on EN0. And so now I'm going to go ahead and actually fill up a form and capture the packets that I'm sending. So as you can see, I'm not using a secure connection via HTTPS. It's not secure. It's being sent unencrypted. I'm going to go ahead and fill up this form. This is for the high school competition from Seesaw. And I already know the credentials required for the form. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. And now I'm going to go ahead, since I already know the information that I want to extract has been sent and captured, I'm going to go ahead and end the capture using the Control-C command. This will vary from your shell terminal settings. If you have it set to a different keystroke, feel free to do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and analyze these packets. So in terms of analysis, there are two options. As I mentioned before, there's the Wireshark option, and also there is the tcpdump just terminal raw viewing option. So first, just to get a feel for our capture, I'm going to go ahead and use the tcpdump flag R, the read command, on my file that I captured, so tcpdump out.pcap. You can see it's reading from the file, and it takes a couple seconds to completely get all the data out. So just scrolling through this, you can see some information. My backup service is running here, for example, and some other local activity that's going on. However, the activity that we're interested in is actually, so my computer here, this is my local IP talking to the HSF CNC server. So these particular packets here are what we are interested in, and we want to see any submitted information. So the flag command actually, sorry, not the flag that we've used actually shows only the packets, so this is just a list of the packets. So if you want to get the actual information contained in the packets, we'd use a different flag in combination with the read. So just go tcpdump flag A, and then combine that with the read flag for the same file. So we'll go ahead and load up the file we're analyzing right now. And it'll take a little bit longer depending on the size of your capture, and now you can see we have a lot more information in the terminal. So just scrolling through, this just looks like a lot of information. So let's go ahead and start from the top. So my command, I ran my command here, and I'm just going to scroll down. Now this is a fairly small capture. It's about 85 packets, so there's not much information that I need to look at. So here, as you can see, there's no communication with the server that I'm interested in, so I'm continuing to scroll. And I'm going to keep going until I see communication with the server that I'm interested in. Okay, here we go. So now I see there's a connection with the host, hsfcmca.isis.poly.edu, and there's a post action going on. So there's a form that's been filled out, and there's been data submitted to that form. So now I'm going to go ahead and look in this packet. So this is the packet where the posting is occurring. The information is being sent to the PHP form. So I'm going to go look at the information that was sent via the packet. So from the PHP file, it required two. If we go back to it really quickly, actually, if you can see through the opacity, you have it right underneath this. CNC requires a command and authentication. So CMD and authentication, and if I wanted to actually view the source, I know that the input text of command is, the ID is command and auth for authorization. So those are the fields that I'm looking for that have been filled up. In this case, you can see right here that the command inputted is help, and the authorization inputted is 4444. That's the data I put in earlier when we did the capture. And then this has been submitted. Now, as you can see, that was actually pretty time-consuming and inefficient. So now we'll explore the second option for packet analysis, which is the Wireshark option. If you don't know already how to use Wireshark, you should see Moshe Kaplan's tutorial for Intro to Wireshark on Site 4. Otherwise, if you already know how to use Wireshark, we already saved the file as a .pcap file. You can go ahead and open up that file. And I'll go ahead and it'll open up in Wireshark. So you can see, I actually like looking at it in Wireshark better. Although it's a GUI, it actually color codes and makes the packets much easier to look at. So, and you can actually sort by protocol, and you can sort by info. So I'm just going to go ahead and sort by protocol to get all the TCP packets together. Okay. And so what I'm interested in is the HTTP packets that are sent, the internet packets. In this case, so I see the HTTP GET, and then after that I see the CNC.php that I'm interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and analyze this packet. I'm actually going to go ahead and follow the TCP stream. And once again, you can see all the information that I loaded up before in the TCP packet. However, it's much more cleaner because of Wireshark. And you can see the same information that showed up in the command line, which is the command is help and the authorization is 4444. Now, the reason we were able to see this is because the traffic was not secure, was not encrypted. In this case, there is some encrypted traffic captured, but you cannot read it obviously because of the encryption. So that's it for tcpdump. You can go ahead and save your PCAPs or share your PCAPs, but that's the simple way to read a PCAP file and create one using tcpdump. Thanks for watching.